Wow, it's really creepy at the start of this podcast. I'm gonna, wow, that's pretty, sun's about to go down, it's creepy as Deathwatch. Hello, I'm Steve Mason, welcome to the podcast commentary for Deathwatch. I'm about to press play now and it's going to cut to the normal screens, but it's quite an eerie imagery of this podcast. So yeah, I'm pressing play now. There we go, here we go. Patnair, I can never pronounce their name right, it turns into a cockerel. Dog Soldiers was his trailer before this. Actually, I want to talk about Dog Soldiers in a bit. I was been watching this a couple of weeks ago, and I watched it 4 nights in a row, maybe 5 nights to be honest with you. I've seen it back in the day. I've got it on VHS. I've picked it up on DVD. It's not available on Blu-ray. Andy Serkis, if you listen to Andy Serkis podcast, his company. See, I'll never work with them again. I think it's that company, or it might be the one before. Okay, so yeah, I watched this and then I listened to it with a commentary by the director, solo commentary, really good. There's a one with the director, Jamie Bell, one of the actors, I'll point out who that is, and then one with just Andy Serkis on his own. And it's a very interesting commentary. There's Jamie Bell there. Now this scene here was filmed in the last couple of days of filming. The director really wanted to show the characters who they were, except for there's one name here pops up who's the only actor's name who doesn't coincide with who he actually is on the screen. That Lawrence Fox, that's the guy who's on the other company. He's really funny, but there's another name pops up and it's the guy they find in the trench there. That guy's name there, Torben. So yeah, I mean, I seen this when it first came out. It was really hype, especially with Dog Soldiers. There's another name that's popped up on the credit. That's talking shit on it. This guy here, I got to meet this early on this year, Chris Marshall. He was in the Glen Ross play alongside Christian Slater. Briefly met him before Christian Slater came out. I'm not going to say you're going to get a chance to meet Christian Slater as well. He was suffering from the flu as well. He battled through the performance. He was pretty good. As I say, this music going on in the background there as well. So yeah, I've been watching this 4 or 5 nights in a row. I never got to the end of the film off one commentary. So as I go into the end of the movie, I'll be like, what the fuck, this guy, that guy. I mean, I've got probably loads of insight by the Freak podcast until the very end, but yeah. This is filmed in Prague. The director flew out on 9/11. 9/11 happened as he was flying. There's Andy Serkis there, King Kong and Gollum, which is pretty crazy to think now. It was filmed in Prague, dug in a trench and cost less money than a day's film of Private Ryan. So it was a horror film. Now there's Hugo Spear. I know Hugo Spear from one other film, and that's Swing. Now anyone used to watch VHSs, especially British ones, Swing was advertised, but I'd never seen Swing. You used to see, says the producer of the film there, screaming there. Used to see Swing advertised, and the only reason I remember what Swing was, it was the only thing I've seen Alexei Sayle in from the young ones in a film. And it's about a guy who goes to prison and he learns how to play a saxophone. He comes out and he wants to make a swing band. It was advertised on every VHS, so they're like, films to watch all the time. Wow, it's a real explosion now. So that's who Hugo Spear was. I don't think I've seen him in anything else. He's really good in this. Andy Serkis had just come back from New Zealand. Jamie Bell had just finished Billy Elliot. He was only 15 at the time. As I say, Andy Serkis had been playing Gollum. You know, he'd done the motion capture for Gollum. So it's got a big cast for such a small budget. Massive crane shot here as well. Probably loads of Prague extras. Pannon coming right down in on Jamie on time there as well. So you know, it starts big, and you know what I mean, for that, what they had for the money, and like what the Deathwatch. This was called No Man's Land, but it was another film called No Man's Land. So they went for Deathwatch as a working title. The director wanted to call Third Right of Man. I put that in my notes. The third part of man, which is from a speech later on. Look at that massive explosion. It's fucking awesome, that. Even there, like, there's some really awesome, no CGI there, some nice big bangs. Hey, look at that, man. Big spectacle ones. And Andy Serkis going to fucking crazy town, man. It's good, you know, but again, it's like almost like a poor man's film, and you know they didn't have the budget to do with a Private Ryan, so look at that shot, man. That's fucking awesome. Some great visuals in it. The years, late nights, night shoots, and just crazy time, like crazy times. It's fucking cool, man. There's no CGI in that fucking breath. It's fucking Prague. Yeah, there's a lot of films were picking up with Prague early on that time as well. Aliens vs Predator was done over there. Prague was picking up a lot of, you know, cheap productions. Blade 2, you know, Hugo Space stuck on there. Yeah, it's fucking Jamie Bell, fresh off Billy Elliot. Obviously, the connection there though. Jamie Bell, Andy Serkis, both in King Kong together as well. So you know, it just never had a Blu-ray release. Now I just want to give a massive shout out to Sam Gordon, who unfortunately took his life early on this year. It was someone I worked with back in the days in the nightclub. I recommended this film to him. Him and his girlfriend at the time, Beth. I was like, yeah, it's really, really good, you know what I mean? It's a British filmed war film, and I remember seeing them about a week later going, they're fucking shit. You know, God bless them for that, like, but yes, people either love it or hate it. I really like it. Obviously, there's another film as well called Outpost, which ended up with 3 sequels, and I think, you know, I think what gets overlooked about this film is how good the actors are in it in a way, you know, and going on there, the gas. Now I'm quickly just uploading Trespass. I've got the microphone plugged in. I've got it all, you know, I'm not gooing it this time. Love that font. Oh, Deathwatch scratched in there. Yeah, fucking metal table. Me, Jack, Carl, JP Davison turned up as well. Went to see Dog Soldier on the big screen on Friday night. It was a fucking awesome night. There's a video of it on my YouTube channel. I borrowed Dog Soldiers off Casper. I would love to do a podcast with Jack. That would be interesting. I'm having surgery. When I'm talking right now, I'm having surgery in 5 days' time. So I'm trying to do a lot of podcasts. I have no idea what time I've got coming up over the next couple of days because I'm doing a lot of shifts at work to counterbalance my time off work from my face. I don't know if I need to actually physically go on the sick. God knows what's going to happen. So I don't even know what a podcast I want to do. I want to definitely do one over the weekend, and then I want to do some bits of filming so I can keep on releasing material. But I literally going to have a crash course of just relaxing for about a month. And talking's one thing I've got to really suppress myself from. Because I mean, if anyone's seen like my Laserdisc video as well, I had a little bit of surgery on the my face just blew up as well. So yeah, so back to the film, the smoke and the gas. Yeah. Again though, it's just like blocking out with gas. It's clean. It's clean. Yeah, to say I love this back on VHS in the day. It came out, you know, it was tagged along with Dog Soldiers. You know, Dog Soldiers fucking nailed it with the trailer, the whole twist on the whole military thing. There was a lot of British Army adverts at the time, and Dog Soldiers just took that concept and flipped it into a funny like a scenario with werewolves. This doesn't really have an adversary except for the trench itself. At the time though, I remember there was a film called The Trench, and there was I don't think he was a famous British actor. I think he was in EastEnders. Some of that was heavily advertised. I know a lot of people, like, it was a theme there, but this one was wanted to go in a supernatural direction, and a lot of the imagery in this is based off the book Andy Serkis and the director had. I want to find out what the book's called. I mean, look at that shot. I love that imagery. It's a nice big, like, wide angle there. There's some walking along, marching. A lot of them had done training as well. You know, and Jamie Bell got a lot of shit. I mean, he gets a lot of shit within the characters in this, but he also got a little shit because he was only 15. He didn't have to do the late shifts. He was the most famous out of the gang. So again, and Hugo as well. Also, I think Andy Serkis as well was just acted like a fucking crazy bastard. So there's some real like method acting, really solid in this. And as I say, with that Glen Ross show, it was class. You know, the characters of quite a lot of famous people in, and I just, you know, it's that old school theatre acting. You know, I just want to find out what that book's called. I'm going to know what it's called as soon as I fucking. What's it called? I tell you what, Mr. Carl is watching right now as well. Oh, standing in a body, man. It's just so fucking grim. But yeah, it's great. There's a lot of Crazy the Trench. There's a lot of extra content on it for DVD, which is fucking awesome. You know, free commentaries. I mean, new films come out now. You look, you even get a commentary. I mean, I watched Blackwater recently with Van Damme into London, and that had a play button, and no chapter selection, no subtitles. So here we go. These guys don't give a fuck that that's the enemy. They know that there's a different kind of enemy, and they're, you know, it plays on that. I mean, Andy Serkis even said in his comedy, he fucking doesn't have a clue what the fuck's going on by the end of the film. He's just like, I don't know, understand what's going on. Some quick look at Deathwatch. One guy gets shot. I'm sure that bit there, Andy Serkis actually punched him in the face. It was off camera, but I'm sure someone falls into the camera in a minute. It's going fucking crazy, man. Sorry, my phone's going to start going fucking beepy nuts. IMDb has a weird cover for Deathwatch as well, rather than the bit red eyes that you've got in there. It's blue. Deliver Them from Hell. It's a weird shit cover on IMDb. German horror. Just want to find out what that trivia is. The trivia is... Many of the horrific images were inspired by the book The Covenant of War. So, yeah. And the other IMDb interesting fact is the Germans speak French in the German version. Look at that sightline. Andy Serkis is just fucking totally a character. Like, this method acting, and like, this is I mean, he's just done Gollum. You know, I hadn't done Kong yet, but it's fucking grim, like, so yeah. I think it's good what the director did, you know, because like if the director hadn't like went, right, these are the people at the start, fair enough, the names coincide or whatever. These are the people you're going to take this journey with. And by this point you realise, right, this is the predicament, and now you kind of see where the hierarchy is. And you know, like they've just gone for the war, a battle there. There's a little fucking foreshadow, and the rats are already, who's this guy? Yeah. There's a lot of familiar faces, but you can't pinpoint some of them, like, but yeah. I'm just I'm multitasking as ever when you listen to my podcasts. Mr. Carl is watching The Labyrinth tonight. That is a film I was really interested in doing a podcast. Fuck me, man. My friend Mr. Carl has bought the special edition super version of fucking The Labyrinth with the maze and stuff. Fucking alcohol. Jesus. So yeah, the whole copyright issue I had with the Lost Boys Free podcast, if you follow on that, you know, really ticked us off in a way where I was like, what the fuck? And Labyrinth was one way you could go along spotting David Bowie's face, but you've got to have copyright claims all over the place, so Andy Serkis already tripping out. He was purposely horrible to Jamie Bell. Score's quite good in this as well. Go on there. 19 Sarge. Again, I mean, Jamie Bell didn't have to do this movie, you know. It's worked. I mean, he's met the right people, you know, in King Kong, he's in Jumper and all that kind of stuff. But he's just done Billy Elliot, you know what I mean? He didn't have to do anything. And you know, the film really. I mean, the film doesn't really. Where's the DVD? Let's have a quick look at the DVD. The DVD doesn't even put Jamie Bell's name on the front cover. It's two eyes, two red eyes, barbed wire. You've got Andy Serkis, Hugo Spear, blows the horror gene to bits. And yeah, a lot of extra features. And it doesn't even say Jamie Bell for Billy Elliot. You know, Billy Elliot was a massive hit, man. And yeah, he's not even credited on it. So yeah, just wouldn't be a nice environment, would it? There's kind of elements of the thing in here as well. You've got that isolation of man in an area where, you know, they can't get out of kind of thing, and there's, you know, there's an entity coming. I mean, again, no, just imagine just building that and that's just set. You know what I mean? I think that'd just be class, especially you got the right guy who done that, the art department and all that, and you just go around filming and all that kind of stuff. It would just be fucking great. That's all you needed. You know, one place to film it with a group of people, and it's like, if I ever tried to film, that's how I would do. You would just isolate yourself in a situation where you could try and tell the story you want to tell in the environment and not have to worry about costs, special effects, green screen, fucking rain. You know, just kind of like, right, this is it. Let's get down nitty gritty and let's fucking go for it. So fucking fair play to the director, Michael Bennett or Barrett or whatever it's called. Michael J. Bassett. Yeah, he's done a great job. Really interesting comedy. There's a bit here. He told Jamie Bell to try and pull him down there, and he totally missed trying to grab him, fell over himself. Deep trench as well. A lot of the extras are just Prague extras. Watch Andy Serkis in this clip, right? He doesn't bat an eyelid of a real explosion. Look at him. Why isn't the other guy? Why isn't Andy Serkis doing this? It's a real explosion. He's just like fucking crazy bastard, man. Crazy, man. Yeah, solid group. I always got about the hour mark, then fell asleep. Like, I am really looking forward to watching. Now, here's the thing that someone's not really one what we know, and they have angry that it started to bleed. Hurricane Rain thinks this film is class, so there we go. I've got that movie group that I have on WhatsApp. So yeah. Oh, hang on, he might be talking about The Labyrinth. So yeah, fucking Carl's collection of movies is getting insane. Yeah, so fucking pick that rat up and jump. God, imagine that. It's fucking freezing, man. A rain machine on you all the time. Now, is this the first? No. The German bayonet. Mike Lansky. I'm sure the one of the actors was going to come in like a Liverpoolian, like Craig Charles in Red Dwarf, and the director was doing the impression. Hi, I can't do a Liverpoolian accent, like, but one of them was going to do it. And he said, "No, you better drop that." Like, no, I actually bought myself a bottle of water. I'll have to move in a second as well to set Trespass away for this evening. Yeah. So, by the way, the Chinese, if you listen to me, listen to me Trespass review. I had enough time. The Chinese turned up about 5 to 10, so you know. And it was fucking brilliant. I got sweet and sour chicken of egg fried boiled rice and salt and pepper chips. It was fucking lush. If you live in the concert area, fucking honestly, what was it? You fucking live almost next door. I'm like, I know, but like, I'm lazy. I give you £2 to bring it with. I'm lazy. You know, it's awesome. Oh, this is so grim, man. What happens to this guy? So grim. Dun dun. It's very stale coloured, this film. You know, it's very drained of colour. It looks really good on DVD on the screen because there's a lot of them recently I've been watching which didn't look good at all. Especially Over the Top, man. Sylvester Stallone. I watched that a couple of nights maybe before I'd watched this, and fucking hell, it was just pixelated the fuck, man. Like if that film was going to come out, that would need some heavy restoration, like. Fucking hell, man. That's insane. I don't know who watches my videos or listens to these, but you need to let us know, like, cause just checking out the fucking watch time there. That's fucking mental. It's like a lifetime in prison. People are just fucking watching away. Anyway, okay. I'm just trying to apologise, like. But yeah, I've been delving into what I could do. I'll probably have to do Dog Soldiers. As I say, I would like to do it with Jack, which I could always do it on DVD, because Casper's already asking, like, where's me Dog Soldiers? And I keep Casper, you know. But yeah, I can always watch VHS. The radio signal there. Still want to keep on doing the 2 Corey movies, and obviously finding, like, just digging in there and finding a film I've got rather than buy a film and go, right, watch that, then do the podcast is an interesting concept. I bought Ready Player One this week on Deathwatch. Didn't decide to get the steelbook of Ready Player One. I decided to get the standard Blu-ray on Deathwatch for the same price, and I watched Ready Player One again. I love that film, and I watched Death Wish, the remake with Bruce Willis. I'm going to rewatch it with a commentary with Eli Roth. I think it'll be, you know, I just didn't feel for Bruce Willis a bit, but I'm talking about that in another time when I'm meant to be talking about Deathwatch. As again, the visuals and imagery again, I really like it. I like how the scientist in there and he's creeping in the hole away from the rain and all that. And he starts to realise something's not up. And this bit is fucking brilliant. This was one of the bits what really grabs you. Guy there, like, this is a real actor in its real mud. There's no CGI there, and just that opening of the eyes and just like, what the fuck? It's just a person coming out of the wall, man. It's just fucking creepy, and it's daylight as well, you know what I mean? So you can see it's beautiful, but it's also dark. I mean, look at that mud. And you know, he's like, right, knife, lock that gun. He's gonna come straight out like bang. And he's being shot. Hard bastard to take a shot, like. I'll fucking have you. You killed a pig. Jesus, you killed a pig. Fucking predator. As well as if you just listen to the podcast, if you watch the Dog Soldiers video, I actually get the Predator Steelbook, the new one. Fucking don't move. Chewing that bullet, man. Fuck me, man. See how you sick I see, man. Look at that barbarian Batman. Fuck. It just, you know what I mean? Fucking barbarian of war. Fuck me, scalping someone, man. It's fucking barbaric, man. I'm sure this is World War II as well. You know, when you see like Platoon and all that, I mean, I love Platoon, it's an amazing movie, but like the British war films as well, it's some like, it's barbaric times, man. I mean, we live in a fucking world of drones now, and wars you never hear of. You know, it's but world at war. I don't think the World War Three might start, but I think World War Three will just be the end of everything. I don't think anyone will win that. So I don't think that's why there's been no point, man. Life's life, just get on with it. In a positive way, of course. Right, trespass is on its way. Uploading now, so yeah, sorry. Look at me talk off, fannying on, talking about other stuff when I'm concentrating on the movie, and fucking by the end of the time now I'm sitting down talking to you, fucking this will be the part of the film I haven't seen. But this is setting up a really fucking grim payoff, but then you've got to wonder who's the medical examiner for this to happen to the poor guy. Ruban, something like that. It's a great cast, like. Picked up a lot of British films. Times a little bit of a big boom. You know, it's time for British movies again. It's great to see. He's got some fucking penetrating eyes, that act like. His face just glows as well. Take me shoelaces. I'm gonna take my shoelaces off and take my shoes off. Oh, ukulele. See ya. He's got some penetrating eyes. Look at him. Fucking glowing compared to the fucking reverse shot, like. He's very much like Gerald Butler, him. The guy he's talking. Excuse me, talking to him. He almost made a disaster. I say I'm going to talk random shit again. I just tried to have a lollipop, crunchy blast one, and by the time I got home it already melted. And me trying to fucking eat it as fast as it was rubbing all over my face. And the candles, man, and the little things. So yeah. Prisoner of war. Interrogation, breakdown communication. Everyone really starts to crack a wee bit. And is this the bit where, yeah, this is coming up with a bit of a creepy thing, like it's on patrol. He encounters the first kind of like spiritual shit going down. Film was shot in 6 weeks. I'm gonna have a look at the cast as well. Where I'm off some of the cast there. Says Andy Serkis again. Yeah, that Hugh O'Connor is the guy with the weird eyes, known for chocolate. I seen that in the fucking pictures. Jesus, that was the date went wrong. That was a long time ago. Fucking hell. Frankenstein, River Street. Yeah, I'm just trying to realise what I might know him from. Lewis. Ah, so hang on, there we go. The actor who plays the general, Lawrence Fox, is the actor alongside Lewis. So yeah, there's a lot of early breakout stars in this movie that went on to do bigger, better things, you know what I mean? I don't think there's any CGI in that breath at all. Like, I thought I'm freezing. Getting that. Oh. Get in there. You are our prisoner. Huh? Oh, it's but where he has the wank. Great. Yeah. I was watching another film last night, which I'll continue on watching tonight. Cell. Picked that up. I think I had that on VHS. And it's funny, actually. I want to talk about this now. I was watching Deathwatch, and that Vincent, or I can never pronounce his name. Plays Kingpin in the Daredevil film and the New Jurassic World. He's the baddie in the Cell, and he was also in Deathwatch. And then the copper in Deathwatch. I was like, oh yeah, he's always cast as a copper. He was the copper in fucking The Cell as well. I was like, the actor just like he's walked between films. But yeah, we're on about getting off, and this guy's looking at old school Polaroids. And in The Cell, when the guy like literally kills people, drowns them, washes them in bleach, has the eyes peeled open, and then like fucking supports himself through back piercings over the table and jerks off, and it's just like, fuck me. And I was watching this movie, and I'm like, fucking how, like, you know, like I know Silence of the Lambs was probably about 10 years before this, but like, jeez. So yeah, he's a Danger Wank, as some people may call Danger Wanking. The sharpshooter's basically being a bit spooked. So he's going to investigate now. I'm sure there's a deleted scene right there. There's a scene there completely cut from the film. I remember the director going on about there was a scene there where he, I don't know if he had heard someone who was trying to open some beans or something like that. But as Chris goes down here looking for what's going on. Yeah. Bit of a shocker coming here, a startle, more the word of a shocker. Can you imagine that fucking board just broke? Again though, like you would kind of think you're getting paid on the gig and all that, but depending on how the scenes were shot, it was quite a lot older just to get home. So there we go. Random, just, you know, this is where the film really starts to go right. There was a guy before hiding, but now, like, look at this guy. It's gonna send you the other way. And like, oh yeah, actually, there's a deleted scene there as well, because he shoots them all in the head. He doesn't hesitate; he just shoots them, and that's why he's just walked up to them there, like just strolled up. There's 3 people there, and you just see they're all just fucked up, like. And here comes some really early CGI in the background, which I don't think's aged too well, coming up as well. You just see it, and obviously it looks like, yeah, takes on a different colour. Yeah, gotcha. And now the film really shifts into a second gear because of one of their own is now dead in really extreme circumstances. Again, though, you know, like it just feel a bit like the Thing, you know, like the group, the different personalities all, you know, become like. But I think this really plays off like everyone else gets a bit scared and all that, and then kind of circus here just totally fucking freaking out. Like, I do know that Jamie Bell's the only one who'll walk away from this. Oh, is it Jamie Bell? Is it the prisoner? Was it prison? Oh no, yes, I remember. I remember the ending. I've remembered the ending. I haven't seen it recently. That's the second film I've seen. I remember Andy Serkis and Hugo Spear have a fucking battle to the death. So yeah. No, saying that, the actor I was on about was in Lewis. That's how I realised the actor. So yeah, pays to know who you know really when acting and filming. You've just got to be willing to drop everything and go, go, go. Yeah, and the circus has really took on a... oh, fuck, yeah, it's brutal, that. It's been a good film with Andy Serkis, like... Mowgli. Right. I didn't realise he was in Avengers and Black Panther. That makes sense now, you know. Star Wars. He's been in everything. He's a fucking class actor, like. Just spaces the fuck out. Oh yeah, it's a bit of a French. He's fucking crazy. I can't remember a single word from French in school. Something wrong with the trench. I don't think No Man's Land was a good name for the film anyway, it's just in the trench. Now, obviously the trench was taken as well, so Deathwatch. I think the third part of man. Burn them! Burn them to the ground! Get on the radio. Get on the radio. It's like Windows, isn't it, from the thing? Outpost 32, Outpost 31, Outpost 32, Outpost 31. It's contact, contact. Oh, poor guy. Do you really know what's going on with him? Pissing down one. A lot of that budget's got to go on the rain tower. Like saying that, like if anyone see me film Welcome to Prague, when it fucking rained in Prague, fuck me, forget the cats and dogs. It was elephants and rhinos. I was like, fuck, it was brutal. Pains. There, this is the third part of man. It comes from this speech here. Another crane shot. You see the crane reflection there? Look at all them bodies, man. Like a mass grave, man. I think this is the director's first film as well. Here's the one I would like to do a commentary for. Total Recall. Schwarzenegger. Can I tell you what I love about Total Recall? Arnold Schwarzenegger does the commentary for it. He's so fucking funny. It's him and Paul Verhoeven. And as it tries, I think it's tries to a horse running towards the film as it opens up. He's going, "Hi, my name is Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is me riding towards the screen on a horse." He's going, "Ha ha ha." It's like so funny. So yeah, this is like, I don't think this is like the halfway point in the movie, and this is where I really started drifting off to sleep. Fucking hell, just pissing down on them. Like, a lot of the audio would have had to be redubbed as well. You know what I mean? It's so hard dubbing your voice, like, you know, it's getting in the heat of the moment and all that. It's like reacting to yourself. So yeah, plan is tonight for me. Leave trespass to run roll. Get this one done. That's a real stone would hit him there as well. This is get your fucking dick that out. This filled a lot in shot. Like, there's a lot going on. It says it's just attention to detail of it. You know, and I think when you've got a location like that, fuck me, man, 96, move, fucking crazy bastard. You know, you've got the location there. You can turn 360 degrees, especially in your trench. Where's the cast and crew or everyone else up on the hill where you can't see him? You know what I mean? It's fuck me. Did he smack his head off the floor? That looked like it hurt. But no, that's not the whistling. Oh yeah. Welcome to the mind games. What? Simulation of a war. Is this where he gets killed? Yeah, 'cause he gets it's a labyrinth. Keep going all the way down there. She went right to that castle. Oh, this is the grim bit, like. That must be a terrifying sound, aren't they? I did get asked the other day, would I be doing podcasts for King Kong anytime soon? I said, fucking hell, that'd be a long ass podcast. I'm interested in doing one for King Kong Lives, like. So I might do King Kong Lives. No, I enjoy doing these. It's weird. I know Carl would be interesting. Yeah, Carl and Casper and all that involved, but again, it's just getting the time to do these, like. Make it looking. Fucking hell. Someone's going down. It's him, I think. Again, another thing and the thing, another thing with the thing, and common on the thing. No women in it, you know. One location. It's fucking acting for you there, like. If I didn't need to put his whole head underneath, I bet fucking cold that, like. fucking hazardous as that as well, you know. Oh, there's a foot. Have that foot. Oh yeah, he shoots himself in the head, doesn't he? He wimps out. Isn't he? Oh, there goes, he's dead. Right, okay, remember that bit. Okay, what the fuck? Oh, he's still alive there. Different take moves. That could happen. That could so easily happen in that kind of environment. I know it's a cliche from a lot of films, but Bishop. I'm surprised that Hugo Spear, like, as I said, I just remember him swinging. I'm just sort of. That's the trench, pretty good trench. I'm sure he shot himself there. My hallucination of the thing. What is it? It's completely fucking crazy. When did the synopsis of the film? I went to Ulkist. Hugo Spear. Doesn't look like he's aged 2 minutes. Oh, he was in the Full Monty. Of course he was. He'd been in 60 films, like. Britannia recently, The Musketeers. Yeah, he stuck to British acting, really. Death in Paradise, Haven, Midsummer. Yeah, he's basically been in a lot of. It's not like he's broke America at any point in his career. I don't understand why. He's quite a strong actor. He's like, you know, do or die. Yeah, he's just the Swing 1999. You know, maybe Having Badly, Full Monty, The Bill. Yeah, his first film was called Woof. So, yeah, directed something as well. Just want to have a look what the directors went on to do as well. MJ Bassett, looks like he's changed his name since the production. Oh dear, okay. So he's kept busy directing Ash vs. Evil Dead, Powers. He did The Wilderness. I'll talk about The Wilderness in a minute. Did Silent Hill 2, which I haven't seen yet. Da Vinci's Demon. There, he's done 2 episodes of The Player, which is a series I want to see because Wesley Snipes is in it. He's been working on Evil Dead. He's worked on Taken, Strike Back. So he's worked well. He's did The Wilderness and Solomon Kane. I watched Solomon Kane recently and I didn't enjoy it. It's one of the actors in this. No, it's not. Wilderness was a good movie. I got told again, going back to because in Keith, who was a producer of Dog Souls, I heard about The Wilderness. The Wilderness was in shape as well because I think Keith had obviously met these guys and it's through the same distribution and stuff like that. And I heard about The Wilderness. The Wilderness is like a lot of Tobin Bell and all that, and again, rising stars at the time. Girls and boys all end up on this island. Sean Pertwee's in it as well, and it's fucking Psychopath turns up. That's pretty good. Say freak the fuck out. Solomon Kane, let's have a look. Solomon Kane was not what I expected it to be. Yeah, I was looking forward to it for ages and then never finished it really. I did finish it. Yeah, Sean Pedri, Tobin, Toby, Cabal. Sorry, Stephen Wright as well. He's been in quite a few things. There's a lot of Adam Deacon. There's a lot of breakout stars from the time, like. Hugo Smith. Was it Jimmy Bell and Andy Serkis? The question you had about Serkis now is the drown fucking creeping up there in the dark. Hiya. Would you like me to read you a prayer to sleep? I haven't had the time code on. Yeah. Yeah, good solid. Love the film. It's good. It definitely needs a Blu-ray release. Can make a cracking steelbook out of it. I'm going to just double check it hasn't been put in. Just have a quick look. Deathwatch hasn't been. I've never seen it on Blu-ray. This whistling was changed because I couldn't get the copyrights to us whistling on the song. Just fucking film. There's another film called Deathwatch with Ben Kingsley in as well. Random. Just have a quick look. Nah, there's no Blu-ray of it. Like, there's a Deathwatch film with a very young Harvey Keitel in it. Like, overall cover looks standard. You just type Deathwatch in. I know it's could be a good steelbook, like. Gonna have to whistle something different, really? Like what? A lot of candles and all that. It's one thing you don't think about, trenches and all that though, do you? Like, there's no electricity there. It's fucking dark as fuck. That technically what he's doing now is the Deathwatch. He's totally spizzing out. He's got a very menacing face, like. Again though, we've heard the hallucinations and we've seen like the spiritual side of it again though, but like it's quite not clear what's going on. It's almost like Ghost Ship, I would say, came along a couple of years later. The whole the Soul Collector, going off the ending. The trenches there, as a sort of a vessel collecting souls for payment. Guess it's fucking with you. Oh! It's a bit of a strange rule. Fuck, imagine running like in the dark like that, man. Yeah, like. Oh, I think it's the red mist, isn't it? Look into my eyes, can you see red mist? Fucking blast at the face of red mist. This is the menu screen as well. Blasted with the mist. And this is definitely the comic relief, but he's terrifying at the same way. brutal, like. Evil. What did it? Evil. Been listening to the Bishop. See, no, blaming it on the gas or that hallucinating because of the gas as well. It's. Oh, you see. Shoot. You were not going anywhere. Again, another thing. Yeah, that's it, you know. There's another thing. The lead guy in the movie shoots somebody in the head, and then his command is really threatened by his insubordination on his own half. He's so fucking right. Naughty boy. He's fucking crazy, man. He's fucking mental. Beep beep. Oof. Everyone escapes. The group explodes. Running at them. I didn't even look how long this film's actually on for. Just to say, if you don't own it, I think it's discontinued now, you know. There's something about the pape, just goon it, like, don't they? Oh! Look back. Hope shot. Who shot him? Was that a binocular shot? It was one single shot though. Is it a shot? Been shot? Who shot him? The Bishop shot him. So yeah, golf clap. Uses binocular shots in a single view. That's good that they do that. They actually do that in Dog Soldiers as well. Rather than this whole like double bubble around the edge of the screen. He's been shot. Just feel cold and still. High music. Dunk, 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 dunk. So yeah, well there we go. This is a crazy one. Is it the thing? He's not. He's just flipped. Where are you? Oh, I'm getting hungry. Come out now. Hey, Blair. The whole thing with Blair again. I was trying to think. Has he gone? He's fucking killed the radio. Blair? Blair? Even there, like McGreedy, it's like the one who gets locked out in the snow. He'd been shot and crawling through mud, yeah. Again, keeping that camera low and hitting some fog on the background. Just sort of like hiding your limits. And it's what I like about this film. I think it's really well made. It's well made for the money they had. This guy's got poor Jimmy Bell's getting lost in limbo here. God, imagine if I did do Peter Jackson's King Kong. I would definitely do that at part 1 and part 2. There we go. Creep me the fuck out here. Just on the radio. Oh yeah, because he's been listening to the radio, hasn't he? He's been told what to do. Oh, what's that? Slow motion. Oh, it's a tremor. It's a graboid. Run. It's a graboid. Graboid's coming to get you. It's a fucking cameo by a graboid, man. Fucking hell. Yeah, I definitely fell asleep by this point. He's just been graboid? Universal's gonna sue someone. Better run, mate. Okay. He's fucking fucking guest cameo by the graboid. Yeah, he really turns on the creep factor, like. So wide-eyed. I suppose, I don't know how many moves that is. I've worked with Robert Carlyle before. Robert Carlyle worked with Hugo Spear in Full Monty. Hugo Spear worked on this with Jamie Bell and Andy Serkis, and they were in King Kong, so 6 degrees of separation to King Kong. There we go. How far about that one? He's totally turned on the creep factor. He's doing a Sam Neill from Event Horizon. He's totally done a Sam Neill. I am already home. He just stepped in the shadow, mate. Come back. We're starting to space the fuck out, aren't they? Halt. Billy. Billy who? Billy Elliot. Who are you? Dead. Mr. Boy. Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. He's totally gone fucking nuts, man. Oh yeah, because he's fucking hung the other guy, wasn't he? Great shot. Again, though, that's one of the imageries from that book. It's like, fuck me. Ah, fuck. It's fucking great. Oh. He's totally gone nuts and he's just flipped. Pulling rank. That'd be so frustrating, like, you know, war, life and death, and someone comes in who's never seen war. Is leading by textbook rather than being in the situation. He's totally snapped in. Why is he not here for an inspection? I want to sneeze. Just to pre-warn you. I did probably need to shake that off. Like, Rat Boy hasn't died yet, has he? No. Get back on them binoculars. What do you see? Yes, one shot. It's brilliant. So everyone's really gone a bit crazy, even though there's only, you know, there's a couple of them died, and like it's really putting the mind fucks. But it feels like there's a lot missing. So maybe there's little other things to trigger it more. I mean, I know he got spaced out and shot the guy in the head. He's dealing with that, but like there's talking before the Hugo Spear bit where that scene got cut before Chris Marshall was killed. Just little things that's really drove people over the edges a bit, you know. Oh, look at that, man. Wet, cold mud. We are coming to the last run of the film. Look, it's getting smashed, man. They were fucking dripping. Look at scalped. Battle to the death. Slow motion. So I was wrong. The lead guy didn't shoot himself in the head. He's been stabbed straight in the heart. And here comes a 4-day battle. How long it took? Let's see how long this took. 4 days. The music's really kicking in there, push. Fuck me, man. Look at just the mud behind them. Oh, clever little shots there where it was like it's not seeing close. Oosh! It's a flashback at the start of the movie. Sorry about my phone. Look at these blue fucking eyes, man. Fucking total schizo. Have the bat. He's totally fucking gone, like. Oh yeah, I forgot. I thought he'd saved him. Bat him in the face. There's a chance there he could show some really good blood there, like. You think he was going to save him in time, do you know what I mean? He's fucking obsessed, isn't he, man? He's fucked. There's a graboid back. CGI. Oh yeah, he becomes one of them. Again though, early days on his circus, getting into CGI and stuff like that. It's down there, so there's 3 of them gone. Trying to do his best there. Tobey Maguire impression. No, he was Andrew Garfield. No, Tobey Maguire. Dynamite now. So we've got, how many got left? How many have we got left? Crazy Bishop guy, he's still around, isn't he? His mate and him. And the French guy. And Rat Boy's still alive, isn't he? Yeah, he's Rat Boy. Oh, that's a cringy moment. Yeah, oh, I can feel your legs, okay, can you? Wait a minute. Oh, fuck, honestly. It prepares you for it, then it shows you it. Fuck. Jesus. So help me that, man. That's fucking grim, that, like. Sold really well by the actor as well. Fair play. That's what you have to do, like. Once you started screaming again like the cowards, I made myself an Irene. Actually, I'm sure. Well, these two are still alive. I'm sure the character that Billy Elliot plays, sorry, Jamie Bell, was written for an older person. I think it's just the case of like Jamie Bell wanted to do it, and there you go. Like, if you're a director, you're a producer, and you're trying to fund money, finance some money, and it's like you want big name actors, and you've got like, oh, well, Hugo Spears and this, and like all these actors are really good actors, and like the kid who's just played Billy Elliot, yeah. And then again, it's weird because didn't mark his name on top of the box. He doesn't headline it. It doesn't say on the back of the box. Jamie Bell, brackets Billy Elliot. You know what I mean? So fair play to them for doing that. And it wouldn't have been an easy shoot. Fucking hotels are probably class. B was cheap as fucking Prague, so yeah. Whipping. Get me out of this fucking chair. Someone's tied up. Oh, he's got dynamite. Here we go. The plunger. So he's got the Red Cross on his arm. So he must have been the what the fucking word am I looking for? He must have been the medic. He did a really good job with the other lad, didn't he? I'll check on you in about a day. You alright? You feeling alright? Yeah. How's your legs? Can't feel them. Oh, you got no legs. I'm eaten by rats. That body's fine. Fuck me, does that guy even blink? Shut the box of it. Subtle ending, not like Jesus Christ. I do remember how it ends, but yeah, I didn't. Being at this. So yeah, it's been raining quite a lot. like the thing. It's like a thing again. He's got the fucking dynamite plunger, and then the fucking floor's starting to move, and oh, it's good. Not like he would run away. What CGI barbed wire? No one gets out. Crazy creature. See, there's a lot of CGI. You know, I mean, it looks alright there, but I can say it was CGI a mile off. Like there. So what? Oh, was that the same shot? Last dig out of this one. Yeah, so the CGI totally over the top. Not totally over the top, it's just, yeah, see, and kind of see what 96 means, like what the fuck does happen there? You know, you could just dig a hole, couldn't you? You could just, instead of going CGI and all that, you could have a hole. You're in the trench anyway. And just, you know, have it pulled down and just film it differently, like looking down. So I don't think you need the CGI there at all, especially now it's just turned into the descent. Oh, there's the radio. Was someone talking to him? See again though, he's underground now, he's found Blair's spaceship. There's the gang. All hanging around. Again, just like, you know, that Vessel of Souls kind of crack. It's not going to end with him like quirky smile, bored in another fucking trench, fucking mud vein kicks in. But yeah. Oh, Jamie Balzan, it's fucking with his head again. Yes, no. Eye contact with yourself. Again though, there's no, like, you know, the threat of man is, you know, the supernatural elements are there, but like the idea of like how many does the supernatural kill to how many the men kill, you know, like half of them kill each other, or you know, like supernatural, who dies supernatural? With two of them? One gets graboid. Yeah, only a couple get killed by the actual trench, the rest are just killed on each other's own defense. He's over here. Again, it's got a little bit weird. He comes out, found his way out. Yeah, I do think it does drop a little bit at the end. Yeah, he's sole survivor. Except for the Frenchman, or the German man. But see, even he's got a great look of like, you know, something's not right here. Facebook as well. There we go. Rewarded for his... Well, rewarded for saving the guy in peril. You know, but... It's a little bit quirky, isn't it, for the end? Even the final confrontation when he gets the bayonet in the gut and then shot, it's like... The guy just lets him kill him. It's just like, didn't make much of a standoff there, did you? And off he goes into the smoke. I decided to point out the dog soldiers show went to was bring your own chairs, and I took this chair I'm sitting on right now, which I actually got off Jack. I move around a lot because it's not very comfortable. Don't want to sit in the ending chair because it's seen better days and I could do a lot of WD-40. It's one thing me sitting here talking and moving left and right. It's another thing when you're sitting surrounded by people and you're like, and someone sitting next to you, you get shuffling, you know. And here comes another vessel. Some more souls. Oh yeah. Forgot. It's just still in the same body. There's the whole... There we go. Yeah, written and directed by Michael L. Bassett. I think I understand where they're going with the ending. Is a little bit quirky at the end there, I think. It is a bit of a thing, in a trench kind of thing, without the monsters, but then a little bit of monsters. There's a graboid in it randomly, you know, so it's a lot of space between. See, as an editor, I'm not sure on spacing like that, small font spacing. I was like to crump everything right down, like line separator, line divider. But even like the end font here, it's like black panels, fade in, fade out, standard central text, you know. Then comes the cast roll. Charlie Shakespeare. Oh, Shakespeare. Yeah, Doc. Quinn. Mudman. There you go, Zora Jeff. Have you never seen it though? I highly recommend it if you like a bit of war, a bit of horror. It's a little bit of mixed all kind of things as well. There's oh look at that, Jamie Bell's tutor. He had to go to school. Jamie Bell's chaperone, fucking hell. Best boy, grip one. Yeah, film Prague, I think really utilises the trench really well. I don't think they need as much CGI as it needed, especially the bit with the trench where all the bodies manifested into some kind of hole, then it just fades to black and randomly shot on Jamie Bell. Didn't need that. I think could have saved a lot of money for how much CGI would have been at that time. This is cast rolls there. Score's quite good as well. As I say, for extra content, for what you get on it, it's brilliant. 3 commentaries. It's not like Terminator 2. There's 23 people on a comedy track on that, and it's like, fuck me. Like, rather than just listen to James Cameron talk for ages like he does on Aliens, which is really, really interesting. Director, James Cameron. James Cameron waffles on. You know, like, and there's fucking 23 people, and there's this one person introducing everybody. That's like, fucking hell, man. That's a lot of people. Like, I know. Comedy is really good, especially when you get more than one comedy on a track. Like Predator 2, where you've got the director, then you have the writers, and they share the inside of the story, especially when they're telling it in past tense, where, you know, like 10 years has passed and that. Really interesting. But then you get ones like, for example, on the Blair Witch, the new Blair Witch, like, oh yeah, they're doing the comedy before the film's even been seen. Anyone think, well, I understand that, but you, like, you know, you haven't even got any feedback from it. But then you look at Book of Shadows, the audio commentary on that's brilliant, because the director hates the film because obviously Book of Shadows has a lot of studio interference, and he just sits there with the microphone and just fucking tears his own film apart. And you think, did they even listen to that before they released it? And it's like, fucking hell. So yeah, the credits roll. They're really rolling quite slow. Kurt Kress and Chris Weller with the score music people by Kodak Motion Ari, and yeah, special thanks to lots of people. Wow, a lot of people. No animals were hurt during the making of this film, so we should go for that in other films. All media rights, characters in the filmed on location in Prague. Highly recommend you Prague for the night out. I had an awesome time in Prague. Copyright in 2002. Apollo Media Films, and there we go. So I've been Stephen Mason. This has been the end of Deathwatch podcast. This has been the end. This is the end. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I'm going to try and film a couple in the next couple of days before I have surgery. Make sure you like, share and subscribe to the channel. Any feedback, any conversations you want to start, drop some comments. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.